Trolls Toys, figure reviews, unboxings and rankings, random figure reviews, similar groupings of figures, and the occasional toy hunt. All right, YouTube Trolls Toys back at you with another video. Episode 72 of this week's toy haul, Trolls Treasures. And arriving from Hasbro Pulse in classified form after so long, my favorite Joe from back in the day, Airtight. The hostile environment Joe was him and Barbecue. And we're mobile, as you can see. Air conditioners on the fritz in the toy room. Got to get that addressed. 90 some odd degrees here today, so we're in the living room, right? So, but 198 in the classified series, Airtight, arrived this week, as did 199. The Cobra Hydro Viper, right? I also like this 3 3/4 figure back in the day as well. That mask looks pretty cool. I don't know if this video is going to turn out well. We're going to have to watch it back and see. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but hey, you know me. Number 200, I think he's a newer Joe, Sundown. I call him Brokeback. He has no lore, doesn't mean a lot to me, but we're a completionist, so we picked him up. And then number 201, and I can't say as I remember this guy a great deal either, but it's Cobra Overkill. So he also arrived. These are all from Hasbro Pulse. I pre-ordered them, and they all arrived this week. So happy to add them. Also arriving, we've been dabbling in the 1/6 scale Fig Zero Joes. Today's June 30th, Tuesday. So we got Snake Eyes Dead Game. I don't know if we'll be able to see him, but he's a 12-inch Fig Zero Joe. So now we have Storm Shadow, Roadblock, and Snake Eyes Dead Game. So I'm just picking those up as I see them for decent prices. He was open box. He is missing a couple of knives, but that's okay. Super 7, we've been into the Conan line. We have traditional Conan, Conan War Paint, Tulsa Doom, Serpent God, and now we got Tulsa Doom. Regular version, I guess I'll call it, but he's pretty badass. Alternate head sculpts. Happy to add this fig to the collection as well. And obviously new and minty in the box. And these all came from the Emporium of Retro and Interesting Collectibles in Southeast, and I did a big trade with them today, but then obviously gave them a bunch of my real money as well, because they post videos every day, and they'd taken in a big Masters of the Universe and Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat collection. So we got Kung Lao. Once again, open box, but that's okay, because I'm going to take this guy out of the package anyway. And we got Storm Collectibles Baraka. He is missing one of his small hand blades and one of the large ones, but we'll still be able to display him. We got one of each. He was also open box. So happy to add those two Storm Collectibles figures to our collection. Super 7 New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't know Bushi, but I really like the way this figure looks. And I'm a big wrestling fan. Comes with a lot of alternate mass head sculpts, so we decided to pick him up. I don't think it says much about him on the back. Nope, 5'8", 183 pounds, Tokyo, Japan, finisher the MX. So I'll have to look him up, but I just couldn't pass him up. I bought him the past couple of times I was there, and I didn't pick him up. We got NWO Macho Man Randy Savage. I had this figure, but I traded to one of my buddies. He was on a big Ultimate kick, and I still had him in the pack, so Macho Man coming back to the collection. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, where you have a figure, move on from it, and then decide you want to change your mind. These are all still from the Emporium, right? So, of Retro and Interesting Collectibles. I'm going to forget this guy's name. Is it Cygor? Gygor? I don't know. He's the big gorilla from Masters of the Universe. I don't recall him a great deal, but he was amazing, so I had to pick him up. Sorry, I thought we were paused there for a second. I'm in a little bit of shambles today. And then all the rest of them we got are loose. So with his weapons here, we got battle damage bearded He-Man. You know, I liked him quite a bit, so we went ahead and picked him up, all from the Emporium. Like I said, somebody traded in their Masters of the Universe collection. We got Thunder Punch He-Man. I just like the red garb that he was in. He was missing his little punch effect, but he does come with his sword, so good enough for me. From the Princess of Power line, She-Ra, we got Catra. She also has her staff with her, but didn't have this fig in the MOTU collection. Happy to add it as well. MOTU Classics, we got Hydron. I think that plugs in just like that. Yep, and then he comes with his weapon as well. Once again, not a character that I remember a great deal, but just looked badass. And like I said, he's one of the MOTU Classics figures, so obviously didn't have him. All right, MOTU Classics as well. We got Cobra Khan. He's missing his spit effect. They said if they found it, they would pass it my way. They thought it was in one of the bags, but we just couldn't find it while I was there. But he's still badass nonetheless. So happy to add Cobra Khan. Another MOTU Classics, we got Buzz Off. Right, and he comes with his accessories as well. He's got his wings, he's got his axe. So happy to add Buzz Off. And that is all the MOTU figures that we added from the Emporium. We do have one more figure that's going to go back to Super 7 Conan. So I said we had regular Arnold and we have Warpaint Arnold. Now we have Battle of the Mounds Arnold from Super 7. He's got his alternate head sculpt. He's got his sword. He's missing his axe, but that's okay. Right. I'm just love these figures, and obviously he's going to go on my Arnold Stallone, Keanu, like my action movie stars display. But badass figure. All right, this past weekend we went to 3 different flea markets, and at Tilton and Cook Flea Market in Leominster. From one of the vendors, I found this Sergeant Mass from the Mass animated series with the dog. I always forget his name, but I just could not pass them up. I'm not normally a vintage guy, and when I am, I like to get those in the package, but those two, they just spoke to me, so we picked them up. Right, and then we'll continue with flea market pickups. Just bear with me. All right, we picked up total package Lex Luger. Once again, I traded this figure away. And at one point, I just wasn't in love with it. I got Lex Express Lex Luger, so I didn't think I needed this one. But then on second thought, I wanted those belts, so we picked him up for a hell of a deal from Siler's Selections at Tilton and Cook Flea Market. So thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. And then we also got... been on a Marvel Select kick recently, so we got Loki, Marvel Select, also from Siler's Selections at Tilton and Cook. And we got Marvel Select Vision from Siler's Selections, Tilton and Cook Flea Market. All right, we're gonna go on to Rieta Ranch Flea Market for a few minutes, and then we'll circle back because some of the other figures are upstairs. Right. I got 2 more 12 inches. So from Rieta Ranch, from Toys of Yesterday, we got, anytime we see our boy Samuel L. Jackson in action figure form, we have to pick him up. So here he is, as Mace Windu from Attack of the Clones for a very great price, I thought. And then KB Toys exclusive. So this one is sort of right place, right time, I guess. This is Captain Action as Kato, right? And I'm pretty sure that Kato was played by Bruce Lee. At least I thought so when I was buying this figure. And then the guy also had the Green Hornet, and he said, I'll take both of them for 25. And some other guy was standing there, and he's like, I said, all right, I'll take them. And the other guy was like, ah. And I was like, which one did you want? And he said, I wanted Green Hornet. I was like, well, I really only wanted Kato. So we just basically split it. And I paid $12 for Kato, and he paid $13 for Green Hornet. And we both left happy, I think. So this is from Rieta Ranch Flea Market as well, from a different vendor. All right, we'll circle back to Tilton and Cook Flea Market, back to Siler's Selections. We got Thor, Love and Thunder, Star-Lord. Came with a Build-A-Figure part for Korg, who we're trying to build. Now we just need to find Ravager Thor, and we'll be able to finish Korg. So hopefully we can find him without too much difficulty. Also, Siler Selections, Tilton and Cook. We got the newest iteration of 11 Stranger Things figure. I don't even know who made these. Upside down 21 laps. But anyways, I do have a Stranger Things display, so happy to have this version of 11. Night Creeper Dire Tech 202. So I pre-ordered those 4 Joes we started out with. And my buddy Toledo Jr. pre-ordered a couple of these, one for me, one for him. So we obviously did some trading, and then he found a couple of MOTU figures in the wild for me as well. So we got Vintage Collection Beastman. So happy to add him. Do have Beastman already, but not that particular version. And then we got Vintage Collection Man-at-Arms as well. And you can see he was on clearance, so that's cool. Always cool to find stuff on clearance. And then we're going to finish up this week's toy haul with Marvel Legend Series Secret Wars Absorbing Man that I picked up at a Walmart. I was actually going around to a few Walmarts looking for USA Duke is what I call him, classified, because I missed that pre-order. I think he's out, but I'm not sure officially, but I didn't find him. But I did find this guy. Don't know much about him, but he just looked really cool. And we are going to use him for something. Probably not with Marvel. But as always, this has been Trolls Toys. I truly appreciate you watching my videos. And we'll see you soon. Peace.